Hey guys, welcome back to Bedrot Talks. I'm Layal.
And I'm her little sister, Mia.
In Bedrot Talks, we talk about things that are going on in our bed.
While rotting, obviously.
Today we are talking about the video Psychiatrist Breaks Down Mental Health Scenes from Movies and TV, because honestly, mental health is talked about everywhere now.
Like, you can't even open TikTok for 2 seconds without seeing somebody talk about, like, trauma, anxiety, depression, or just, like, random stuff like that.
No, actually, and honestly, sometimes it's helpful because people feel less alone. But other times it can get confusing because suddenly everyone is talking like they're a therapist.
Or people, like, diagnose themselves after seeing one video.
Literally! Like, like somebody will say on TikTok, I reorganized my room, I have OCD, or like severe anxiety, and then everyone will be in the comments like, me too.
Like, suddenly everyone thinks they have, oh yeah, I have 14 different disorders.
Yeah, like, they'll be like, oh yeah, I have to turn off the lights twice, that means I have OCD.
Yeah.
So, like, we wanted to talk about how movies, TV, social media are, like, all affecting the way people see mental health, because honestly, it's, like, the entertainment industry is, like, it influences people way more than they realize. Like, way more. Okay, angle change. So what are the first thoughts after watching it?
To be honest, I liked it more than I thought it would.
Okay, honestly, same, because I thought it was gonna be super like professional sounding and all that stuff, but it sounded like it made sense a lot. Like it just made me feel like it just thought so much.
You did? That's new.
The movie that stood out to me the most was The Joker.
Yeah, honestly made me uncomfortable though.
Yeah, exactly, because like it just was like showing how he was just getting ignored so much and how he was getting laughed at and just treated badly by everyone around him.
Yeah, nobody actually tried helping him.
Well, like with the Joker, like he was just how he was treated so incredibly badly and just ignored by everyone. And I feel like online people like are posting about their feelings and like they're just told to just suck it up, and like online it's not really portraying well like how to get help and stuff like that.
Especially now because people are online all the time but still lonely somehow.
No, literally, like our generation is constantly connected, but somehow everyone still feels alone.
And social media makes it worse sometimes.
Definitely, like everybody always is comparing themselves to like looks, body, grades, relationships, followers, everything.
And everyone online acts like they're so perfect.
Yeah. Meanwhile, half the people posting online are probably mentally exhausted.
To be honest, like, yeah.
But like one thing I didn't like about Joker is how they made mental illness like scary.
Yeah, like violence.
Exactly. Like the psychiatrist said most people with mental illness aren't dangerous at all, but movies are like made to make people think, which that creates like a stigma. Do you know what a stigma is?
Can you explain it to me?
Sure. Basically, a stigma is like a stereotype or an attitude that's attached to a person or like a quality or like a circumstance.
Okay, thanks for explaining. I liked Inside Out way better, honestly.
Honestly, same. Like, that movie just explains emotions in a really healthy way.
I liked how sadness wasn't treated as a bad thing.
No, yeah, like, I feel like people nowadays are always expected to be happy.
Toxic positivity honestly annoys me.
No, yeah, same. Like, I feel like people will be crying online, and the comments are gonna be like, just be happy. Like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, or like everything happens for a reason.
No, actually, like, people just like want to feel understood instead of hearing like those like unmotivated but supposed to be motivational quotes for like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, and social media like pushes that a lot too.
Yeah, and everyone online is like, wake up at 5 a.m., journal, meditate, drink green juice, heal yourself. Meanwhile, most teenagers are surviving on caffeine and stress.
And no sleep.
Literally no sleep at all.
Like, I don't even remember the last time I got the full 8 hours of sleep.
No. Okay, so, well, what's a show or movie that you've watched that, like, talks about mental health?
Well, there was this one show, Ginny and Georgia.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah. It's about this girl named Ginny, she lives with her mom and her brother, and, like, her mom has done a lot of stuff in the past, which makes her kind of like a criminal.
Okay.
And
in what way? Like, what did she do?
She kind of, like, her ex was really, like, abusive and manipulative.
Okay.
So she kind of killed him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the way that affected Ginny was that it just made her really depressed, and she was very anxious all the time.
As she should be, because, like, her mom could literally get
arrested at
literally any moment, and
Yeah.
like they're gonna question her and all that stuff. So she has like
Yeah.
every right to be anxious.
Yeah. And the way Ginny deals with that is unfortunately by self-harm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very common thing
a very-
I've seen. I
yeah.
feel like a lot of people on social media talk about how they used to self-harm,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel like it's something that shouldn't be done because it comes with like
Mhm.
scars and all that stuff, and then you're
Yeah.
insecure about your scars and always
Mhm.
like paying attention to that.
And it just brings more and more like bad mental health.
Yeah.
And just like teenagers nowadays, whenever they have that bad mental health, they don't really know how to express it or like just like try to get it out.
Or like try to like
So, yeah.
not like they just go straight to the hurting themselves and
Yeah.
making it they're trying to feel something because all they're feeling is like numbness and sadness, so they want to feel something else, so they resort to self-harming.
Yeah.
Which I feel like shouldn't be as common as it is.
Yeah.
Another one they talked about was BoJack Horseman.
That show sounded so depressing, honestly.
The show's good, but like the psychiatrist Eric, he was saying how that show is like portraying depression like so well. It's like the most realistic one, supposedly.
Yeah. Is it because he pushes like everyone away?
Well, yeah, and he also is like self-destructive, like he constantly like hates himself deep down.
That's like sad, honestly, but like low-key real though.
Like Loki, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like teenagers nowadays, like all they do think about is like how they aren't enough, so then they hate how they're not enough, so then they end up hating themselves, and it just becomes like a whole battle with their mind, because like their mind is like, oh, you're terrible, you're nothing, you're like you just can't, you're never enough, but then like their heart deep down, like like they feel like they are enough, but so it's just like that constant mental battle. Like you can never escape it, like but it's like kind of like a canon event. I feel like every teenager goes through
it, yeah.
like a time where they hate themselves.
Well, since we go to religious school,
both of us go to a Muslim private school, and I feel like culturally, like depression isn't really a thing in our culture, because like most parents, them growing up, they aren't like, they're taught to not really feel those emotions, and that depression isn't really a thing, so then they teach like, their kids that depression isn't a thing.
Yeah, and whenever we actually go through like real sadness, they always say, oh, it's just a phase, you'll grow out of it.
Not just a phase, it's just like they kind of are just like, why would you be sad? They can almost guilt trip their kids into thinking that what they're feeling isn't the right thing to feel. So then the kids either get worse, or they like try to guilt trip themselves, which they'll end up getting worse. Because like because it's also not talked about in school either. Like had they ever brought up having depression is like an okay thing in school?
No, not
like
at all.
I went to public school until 8th grade, and then I moved to private school in 9th grade, and not even in public school they talked about that either.
Yeah,
so
it really needs to be talked about more in schools.
I feel like it should be done. So back on the topic of the show, I think it's realistic depression, like how that realistic like representation of depression, because depression isn't just crying all the time. Like sometimes it's like isolating yourself, being numb, ruining relationships, or pretending like everything's just fine.
I also thought it was interesting how he was famous and like still unhappy.
Well, yeah, because social media makes people think fame or money automatically fixes your mental health. Like you cannot buy happiness. Like that's the one thing you cannot buy. You have to help. Like you have to put yourself into happy like things, like hanging out with your friends. Like you can't just automatically have money and then be happy.
Yeah, like it clearly doesn't bring happiness.
Honestly, social media is like the biggest problem and like the biggest reason teenagers are stressed out now.
Definitely.
Like we're constantly overstimulated and like just overly stressed out because of school and like notifications, pressure, drama, expectation, comparison, blah blah blah. It never stops.
And people feel pressure to always like look okay.
Especially athletes too. Like in riding, I feel like I always have to stay calm, even though like I'm handling a 1,000-pound animal that could kill me if it wanted to. But like I'm supposed to be portraying like confidence and being calm even when I'm like genuinely on the verge of a panic attack. Yeah. And in school, like, I just feel like the constant pressure to always get good grades and, like, to stay out of drama, even though the drama's, like, chasing you.
Yeah. And, like, it's already stressful enough.
No, like everyone's already burnt out, and then people like feel guilty resting because online everyone's talking about like the grind and like locking in and like you wanna like there's like so many videos online about recently, especially like around final season, whenever everyone's so burnt out from school, and then you're like all you see videos and it's like you don't want to study. Oh well, just imagine your kids having to look at the menu prices and in 10 years and like thinking that they can't get things because we don't have enough money, and I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah. And, like, since it's, like, the end of the year, everyone's already so tired and so drained from the whole entire school year. And it takes a lot from a person.
no, yeah, exactly. And I feel like people are scared to admit that they're struggling because they don't want to seem weak or like dramatic and like be a burden, stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel like that's a big thing. People don't want to be a burden. They don't want to seem like they need someone by their side all the time. People want to seem independent now that they're like grown up.
No, yeah, like I feel like just whenever people reach a certain age, like around 15, 16, 17, they're supposed to be able to be more independent, especially like with like the sibling thing where like the older sibling is supposed to be the independent
the
one
role
where you don't
model.
have to the role model, you don't have to worry about the older sibling, and like it just puts a lot of pressure, especially coming from an older sibling. I am the older sibling. I just feel like I have to be able to be a role model for her, and like show that like I can like do everything, like ride horses, hang out with friends, and get good grades and all that stuff. I also like the part about therapy.
Oh yeah, you know how like I write short stories sometimes?
Yeah.
Well, there was this one that I wrote. It's called Screaming in a Silent Room.
Okay.
And this girl, she had like really bad depression and stuff because her parents died. She lived alone. She had no friends. She had no way of keeping herself up, and just like she had no motivation to keep going. And she tried to go to therapy. She tried to get help, but it didn't work, and she ended up killing herself.
That's really dark, but that's kind of like I feel like that's representing how like sometimes therapy doesn't always work, and just like you can feel so consumed, but the answer isn't to kill yourself. The answer is to try to find it can be anyone, and you can ask for help. Did she have someone to ask help from?
No, like I said, her family is dead.
No friends.
She had
not even a counselor.
No one.
Did she go to school?
She got kicked out from the school because she had no money to pay.
Oh, so it was like a private school thing?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's really heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the topic of motivation,
I feel like
I feel like nobody ever has motivation to do anything anymore. Like, everyone's always just, like, we're kind of moving at a pace where we're not, like, actually there. Like, we're moving, like, and we're there, but we're not really there. Like, mentally, like, physically we're there, but mentally we aren't anymore.
Mentally,
and, like,
we're,
so physically we're, like, studying, but we're not like mentally absorbing things, not even on the topic of studying. Like, it can be literally anything, like with your sport or like anything, like working out, friends. Like, you can genuinely have no motivation to do anything, which is like bed rotting.
Like bed rotting.
Like, did you see how like they made bed rotting a trend back in 2024?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I literally, bed rotting is such a real thing people go through, and people were posting on social media, oh yeah, I stayed in my bed for 3 hours today and didn't move, I'm such a bed rotter. But literally, bed rotting can be someone sitting in their room for multiple days not moving,
and it could literally kill someone.
It's a form of it's like another side effect of depression.
Yeah, like with your blood all clumping up at the in that area, it could potentially kill you.
No, yeah, it's a very like dangerous thing, and it's like, and it's not just sitting around in your bed doing nothing. It's like food rotting in your room and having no like life in you to want to get up or anything. Like, it's
having no motivation.
Having no motivation, exactly. So it all ties honestly back to motivation.
Yeah, you just need to have like
and
some
motivation
people say,
school.
like,
so basically, school's trying to kill you.
No, maybe.
But
like, you know, like parents say, oh yeah, your motivation is you want to go to a good college, you want to have a good job, you want to have a good life.
Oh my god. Yeah, but that's not the motivation. The motivation
sometimes that's not good enough for us. We need
my motivation is that the school day is gonna end, and then I'll be able to go back to my room.
No, yeah, that's what I always think. I always think like
there's only 5 more hours. Okay, like, there's only 2 more hours. Okay.
I'm gonna wait until like this week is over, and then next week's spring break, and then I'll wait until summer break or
we're always
winter
just waiting
break,
for the breaks and stuff.
Always
like
just
that.
waiting for it to end.
Yeah,
That's our motivation.
That's my motivation, is just like summer break and it ending.
Yeah, just ending, yeah.
So back on therapy, I feel like people are judged for going to therapy for some reason.
Especially like older generations sometimes.
Well, yeah, like definitely some people think therapy means like you're crazy, when it's really just a way of getting support and asking for help.
Yeah, I think everybody could benefit from like talking to someone, like, honestly.
Same, like even if you don't have like a severe problem, like learning coping skills and emotional awareness, it's still important.
Yeah.
So if you could change something about mental health awareness, what would it be?
Probably, like, as we said before, teaching mental health in schools.
Okay, yeah, I agree, because like I just feel like schools teach you literally everything except how to cope with the stress that school's giving you.
Yeah, and like students are stressed out all the time.
No, literally everyone's exhausted.
Like, yeah. I also think that social media should stop glamorizing mental illnesses.
Yeah, because like struggling mentally is not an aesthetic. Like it's such a real thing, and people online always like sometimes like making it seem cool or trendy, when in reality it's just like so exhausting to go through a mental like health illness, especially like depression or being anxious all the time, and like OCD and just all the different like mental health issues that people can go through.
And you know, people should check on their friends more.
Honestly, like I feel like even just a little like how are you doing can change someone's day completely, because if they were having a good day and they felt like they couldn't talk to anyone and you say how are you doing, I feel like that can just change someone's like perspective on their day. Because what if they were gonna eventually kill themselves? Like they just thought that they were at that point where it was that they were at their breaking point, to where they thought they should kill themselves, and you asking how they are could change their feeling.
Yeah, could change their entire future.
Yeah.
Like even just listening to somebody can help a lot.
Like I have like me and my best friend, we always have like deep talks and stuff like that. Like we always like take turns on listening to each other's like problems. It's never just someone talking about them and then the other person's just listening. Like it's always we're taking turns. And I feel like everybody should always have that somebody where they just take turns talking about their problems, so then you're helping someone but then you're also getting help.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your favorite show or movie, or like which one stood out to you the most?
Probably the Joker one, because of the way they just portrayed his emotions and his feelings, and I just like, even though it was violent, I still felt as if it like, I just liked how they
were showing it. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like my favorite was definitely BoJack Horseman, and because the fact that he said it was the most realistic portrayal of depression, and it just like kind of gives a peace of mind knowing that like it's like more real than we think it is, like, and it's like more out there, and we're like it's like watching the show made me feel less alone. So yeah. Why do you think loneliness is becoming more common?
I think it's like because people nowadays, they like are very prone on judging someone by how they look or by how they act, and they don't even see how they are on the inside. They don't even give them a chance, which makes people alone, and some people even get bullied. So it just makes
bullying
them feel
is such
lonely.
a hard thing nowadays, because it's not like actually bullying like how you see in like the movies and stuff like that. It's not like pushing people into lockers.
It's more
and
mentally bullying.
It's more like, oh, like they kind of make
ugly.
Not like even like that. It's like, oh, your outfit looks good today, but it's in the most like, sarcastic tone ever. So you can definitely tell, or they're or they'll be like something that I went through was like they used to neigh at me in the hallways because of my horseback riding. That was like the worst thing ever. Like people would come up to me and start neighing. Like,
didn't they call you horse girl too?
And they used to call me horse girl all the time. And now it doesn't bother me anymore, because like I'm like, I used to be ashamed of it, but I'm not ashamed of riding horses anymore. Like it's such a cool thing, and not a lot of people get to experience it. So it made me want to quit riding at the time. Like freshman year, I wanted to quit horseback riding. Yeah.
If you could talk to one character from the documentary, what would you say to them?
I would talk to BoJack Horseman, honestly, because I feel like he's such a self-destructing character, and he just genuinely hated himself so much. I feel like if he had someone there to tell him that, like, he is enough, it would change his whole perspective on himself, because most of the time people that go through the self-destructing time where they feel like they're like they hate themselves is because they aren't ever getting told like they're proud, so no one has ever told them that they're proud of them, or like that they're enough, or that what they're doing is seen and stuff like that. They just get criticized all the time. So I feel like if he really had someone that told him that he was enough, it would have changed his whole perspective on himself. What about you?
Well, I would probably talk to Sadness from Inside Out.
Okay, why?
Because people always portray sadness as a negative emotion, when sadness, it's more than just being like it's more than just crying. It's feeling as if you aren't, just like you said, feeling as if you're not enough, feeling like
you're alone and everything,
yeah.
like you have nobody to ever talk to, which I think is the most like
and
big,
that's
it's like
the outcome of feeling
well,
that.
it's like I feel like it's the biggest problem now with like sadness, like you feel like you're not enough, or you feel so alone that you don't have anyone to talk to, so all you do is just sit in your room and cry.
Yeah.
Which like everyone, like online, everyone's like, oh yeah, putting a fake smile on my face all day, and then going just to go to my room after school and start crying in my bed. Which I feel like is like you shouldn't have to put a fake smile on.
You
like you should
have to
fake your emotions.
Yeah.
Like people would rather see the real you than and help you than see the fake you, and you get worse.
Yeah. Do you think our generation is emotionally exhausted?
I do, honestly, because I feel like COVID really like pushed everyone onto social media, and it like we all just went to social media, and then everyone was started comparing themselves online, and then like we were just expected to be such like high people, and not really like, and like everyone had such high expectations for us, and but really like we're all comparing ourselves. Like I feel like back then people didn't really compare themselves. Yes, that comparison has been around forever, but I feel like it's just gotten worse since social media started becoming more popular, especially for like the little kids. Like I feel like little kids are on social media a lot more now, and it's just not healthy at all, because they're comparing themselves to people who are years older than them. Like there's 12-year-olds online comparing themselves to like 16 and like 18, 21-year-olds, and just comparing their life at 12 to like people who are 25 and married.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just not a healthy representation, and it just ends up becoming a thing where you're just like so like emotionally exhausted with like constantly feeling like you need to be better, and that you're not at the right stage in your life. Like you're behind or something, or you're too far ahead. You're just not ever at the right stage, but really everyone is at the right stage of their life. Like nobody is too far ahead or too behind, unless you are, but like it's really uncommon for that. Okay, well, overall I feel like this documentary did such a good job showing how movies and like social media affect the way people understand mental health.
And it showed that mental health struggles are way more common than people realize.
No, yeah, and people shouldn't feel embarrassed for struggling or wanting to ask for help.
Yeah, everybody goes through things.
Exactly. But thank you guys so much for listening to Bedrot Talk.
Bye-bye.
Bye.